Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Corner. It is that time of day again for Andy's Tech Tips of the day. Today my tip is about tools. It would be make sure you have the appropriate tools for the job. It doesn't matter what position you have in this industry, if you're a service tech or an installer or a helper or a sales guy or, well, let's face it, sales guys don't have any tools, or they don't use them at least. So I apologize. I don't have anything against sales guys. They tell me that we need them, so we've got them. So, and sales guys usually know that they don't use tools either. So, sorry, sales guys. But as far as if you're working in the field, you got to have the right tools. I've seen too many times somebody shows up to a job site and they've got what looks like a preschooler's backpack with nothing in it but a broken handled hammer, a crescent wrench, and like 2.5 Stanley screwdrivers. You are not going to get much done with that. So make sure you have the right tools. And as far as what you actually need, I'm going to have a video out there one of these days when I get around to it, as far as some of my recommendations on brands and the different tools and the different styles and options for things, because everything is going to be down to your personal preference, and you're probably going to have to work with all of it for a little while before you realize what your preferences are. Because I've got some things that I like that other people don't, as far as style and things like that. So it's all up to you and where you work and what you're doing. The different tools out there, may be different for an installer versus a service tech. But in my opinion, I think all service techs should have the tools to be able to do install, and I think installers should be able to have the tools to be able to do service work. That's my opinion. But as far as the different brands and things out there, you can look around and see what's out there. I've always been big on making sure you buy the good brands. Those good brands have a reputation behind them. They have, a lot of them have lifetime warranty. All the different ones out there like Klein, Field Piece, Malco, the different ones like that, like the meters. We need a ton of different meters to be able to do this job. And there's a lot of different varieties out there as far as brand, style, all that kind of stuff. I've always been partial to Field Piece. Some people love Fluke. Me personally, I would take a Field Piece over a Fluke meter any day of the week. It's just my preference. But, as long as you have the appropriate tools to be able to do the job, that's the important thing. Because, if you show up to a job and you don't have what it takes to get something apart or to test something or to put something back together or whatever, you're only making your job harder. So, there's all kinds of things out there for our industry. Talk to a distributor maybe. If you've got one local, a lot of people have distributors on every other street corner, it seems like, in the big cities. We don't have that around here, but if you do, you can go in there and talk to them and say, what do I need? There's all kinds of lists out there, and it also depends on where you work, what they're going to require you have. Your personal tools, or if you're at one of those companies that buy your tools for you. There's a lot of different options out there. So just make sure you have the right tools for the job, because you're going to make your job so much easier. And also, if you are one of those companies, you buy your own tools, I personally think that's a better thing, because then those tools are yours. So at that point, you can dictate what you have as far as brand and style and variation, as well as you will have those forever. As long as you take care of them, you don't lose them. We've all lost some tools here and there. That happens in our industry. Just one of those things. We're like Hansel and Gretel. You got to be able to find your way back, to where you've been, kind of thing. So you leave tools behind, but just make sure you've got the right tools. Make sure you've got everything you need to be able to do the job. So if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them below. I love seeing the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share as often as possible. I'm going to try to do these videos pretty often. You can also follow me on Instagram at Andy's Corner 1. So other than that, just let me know what you think. Thank you and God bless.